have 6x squared minus x minus 2. To factorize this expression, we need our coefficients a, b, and our c. So the a is this number which is in front of the x squared, which is just the 6, and our b here in front of this x we have a 1. So if there's no number, we say there's a 1, and that one has a negative, so we write negative 1. Then lastly we have this c, which is negative 2, like that. Once we identify these coefficients, we get the product. So product is a times c, a times c. So our a is 6 times our c is negative 2, like that. Then we get our sum. Our sum is this b, and our b is negative 1. Lastly, we get the factors. So factors. So factors are any two numbers. When we multiply those numbers, they should give us the product. Our product here, by the way, is negative 12, like that when we multiply these numbers. So factors meaning get two numbers. When you multiply them, they should give you negative 12. When you add those numbers, they should give you negative 1. So what are those possible numbers? When you multiply them, you get negative 12. Let's try. Okay, so 6 and 2. So 6 times 2, they give us 12. Now, when we add these two, are we getting a 1? No. Even if we try to subtract them, 6 minus 2, are we getting a 1? No. So these cannot be our factors. We put x. These cannot be our factors. Let's try two other possible numbers. When we multiply them, we get negative 12. Which ones? I think we can try 3 and 4. 3 and 4. So you have to think when you're finding your factors. So 3 times 4, we get 12. 3 plus 4, we get 7. But 3 minus 4, we get 1. You see? So these are our factors. But our answer, when we multiply these two, must be negative 12. So one of these must be a negative number. So which one must be negative? It is 4. Because you can see our sum is negative 1. So meaning this sum is getting the sign from the number which is big. So the big number here must have a negative. So that negative 4 plus 3, the answer is negative 1. Negative 4 times 3, the answer is negative 12. Perfect. So we say our factors 3 and negative 4. Now, once we get these factors, we go back to our original expression, which is 6x squared minus x minus 2, like that. We write this 6x squared, remove this expression, this term rather, remove this term, negative x. We replace this one with the factors. So the first number is positive 3. Put an x at the end. The second number is negative 4. Also put an x. We have removed this and replaced this thing with these two numbers. And it makes sense when we say 3x minus 4x, the answer is negative x. So these, what we are seeing here, they actually mean this. At the end, we have negative 2. Now, we can apply factorization by grouping. So we want to see what's common here between the 6x squared plus 3x. So what's common? 3 can go into 6. 3 can also go into 3. So 3 is common. What else? We have x here, we have x here. So this x is common because we have x can go into this x. This x is also there in these two x's here. So we say x is also common. Then we open parentheses. Now we divide 6 divided by 3, we get 2. X squared divided by x, the answer is x. Then we say plus 3x divided by 3x. So 3 divided by 3, it's 1. X divided by x is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So 3x divided by 3x, the answer is 1. On the other side, we see that this first term has a positive. Okay? So even this side, when I do this and this, let's see first what is common. What is common here is x is not common, but 2 is common because 2 can go into 4. The same 2 can go into 2. So we say 2 is common like that. So we say 4 divided by 2, the answer is 2. Bring back the x like that. Then here, let's not put any sign. We just say 2 divided by 2, the answer is 1 like that. Now, what signs will make sense here so that we can get back the original expression? So here, if I put a negative here, like that, then I put a positive here, like that. Is it going to make sense? Let's try. Negative times positive, we get negative. Negative times negative, negative. Negative times positive, we get this negative. Negative times positive, we get negative. So this is how it's supposed to be, so that you see that this and this must be the same. So always when you just get the first term, it must be similar to the second term. So use the symbols which are going to make sense, like that. So we can finish it now. So we have this one is similar to this one. So we say 2x plus 1. Then we have 3x and negative 2. So 3x and negative 2. We have factorized completely. Thank you very much for watching. We'll continue with more videos on factorization. So the next video, we're going to look at a few examples on factorization, and also we're going to solve quadratic equations using factorization method.